Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos podcast.
I need it!
Hey, how are you?
This is amazing.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's Panama Red, and welcome to the motherfucking Bromigos goddamn podcast. I know I was doing this non-cursing thing, but I do not care. Okay, it's your boy Panama Red.
Hoochie, holding it down as always.
And of course, the Undercover Brotha. We are back again in the stew. It's good to see you, Mike. How you been? It's been a couple weeks.
Mike's been tired and working and living life and trying to be an adult and save money and pay bills and all that other nonsense that we have to do, unfortunately, Hoochieman. But hold on, enough about me. Let's talk about Hoochie freaking man. Hoochieman, how you feeling today? How you feeling?
The air feels a little more fresher. The water tastes a little more clearer, and the vision is definitely more in sight now that Matt Canada is no longer the Steelers' offensive coordinator.
Yes. Breath of fresh air for him. Breath of fresh air. Listen, y'all don't understand. This man has been raging about Matt Canada. Raging. And I feel for him because the Steelers deserve better. We all deserve better. You know who else deserves better? The freaking Philadelphia Eagles. They deserve better. Okay? They deserve better. We deserve respect. Okay? 9-1. Again, for the second year in a row.
You might be 10-1 once this comes out.
Like, I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, they need to put some respect on our name. All right? Talking about the 49ers are the team in the NFC East. Listen, I might regret saying that, and that's okay. But what does Stephen A say? The list is fluid. Okay? So listen, here where we stand right now, Eagles are the shit. Okay, fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Y'all missed it. I came in. I tried to do this whole big thing to piss off Matt, but it didn't work because my mic was connected. But it's connected now, Matthew. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Okay, that's enough for me. Oh, no. Nah. B word. What's up, B word? What's up, bro? Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Woo! Okay, now I'm done.
I mean, you guys did beat the Cowboys, right? A couple weeks ago.
We so did. But I was gracious. I showed grace. Okay. I didn't talk too much nonsense to the Cowboys fan. I showed grace. But today, I'm not showing grace because they was disrespecting us. Talk about we going to lose all these games and we win it, baby.
If you guys win the Super Bowl, I am just going to I quit. I quit.
We win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna show grace. I only talk shit to people that talk shit to me and to B word because I like B word. That's why I'm talking shit to him because I like him.
I mean, I just hate your fucking fan base because you say you're all friends with Giants fans. I'm all friends with fucking Eagles fans. So like Facebook and everything is always like, go Birds, baby, fly Eagles, fly, this and that bullshit. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Why? I mean, I understand. Listen, as a Philly fan, I hate Philly fans too. I get it. Okay, especially freaking Eagles fans. Eagles fans, like Sixers fans aren't so bad. You it's Philly. You're going to get some shit. You know what I'm saying? We get Philly hood as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear. But Eagles fans, oh my God, they come out of the abyss.
Now, hold on a second. Me and Hunter were talking about this before you even came into the stew. And Hunter, you can attest to this. You were saying that you think the Eagles fans are more delusional than the Cowboys fans, which I don't fucking agree with at all. I think Cowboys fans are far more delusional, but
I think some of them are because in some fans' eyes, it's like, oh, this team can do no wrong. But there's a drastic difference, and I think, Mike, you can attest to this. Drastic difference between this Eagles team compared to last year. Last year just seemed like, oh, they were just beating guys out of the water. Like they didn't have as many ugly wins as they have this year. And I was talking to Matt about it because at this point last year, they had 4 games decided by a possession or less, like 8 points or less. This year, they have 7.
Yeah. So as far as the delusion goes, I think there are delusional Eagles fans. I wouldn't say that you're wrong. But in my opinion, outside of our, corners and safeties, shout out to Burn though. because he got his first pick as an Eagle. But outside of that, I think the team cohesiveness is better. I think our front line, our offensive line and defensive lines are better. I think overall, personally thinking, I'm not going to disagree with your point. I do agree with your point that, as far as I think we're having a hard time putting teams away, right? I when like Jalen Hurts has done nothing. He doesn't like when he first came around on the scene. I was worried. I wasn't sold, but now Jalen Hurts is poised. You feel like regardless of what is going on, that he can win. He can pull off a win. And that's how I feel. I feel like he's coming into his own, and he made a couple. I forget what week it was where he was like, what did he say? It was something to the effect of like basically he was getting criticized for the wins, and it's like when did it become winning? Like, isn't the goal to win? It doesn't matter if you win by a possession or you blow teams out the water. The goal is to win, right? Ultimately, that's what it is to win. So I don't understand the hate. Go ahead, my man.
I was going to say, because I feel like part of the reason why you guys were so dominant last year is because arguably you had a pretty easy schedule, and I would know the Giants had a very similar schedule to you last year. Now we had this and we even had good games as well.
Agreed.
And this year I would say it's a little bit tougher on you guys.
A little.
Well, I mean, clearly a lot, but even then you're still coming out with wins, which at the end of the day, that's like you said, a win is a win.
Matters, exactly. What matters is the W and the W. That's what you need, a W. As long as you got more W's than you have L's, that's what matters. So to my haters, I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I'm not that kind of fan that feels the need to talk shit to everyone. I don't care. I only dish it out to people that dish it to me. And please believe, if you dish it to me, Lord help you. You know what I'm saying? Lord, hear our prayer, like they do in Catholic Church. That's what's happening to you.
See, last year is a different story, though, because you and I were going at it quite a bit. Well, because we were actually somewhat decent, the Giants, and I actually had hope. This year, I can't say anything. I live in Spain, but the S is silent.
Jail.
Whoa. What am I getting the fucking jail for?
You were what? My man said Hoochie, he said they were what last year?
Giants were good last year. To be fair, they were good. They went in and they
good.
won.
What are you talking about?
Jail. Lock them both up. I can't believe. Listen.
Racist against white people, this man, right?
Jail. Lock them both up. The non-seasoned ass motherfucker. Jail. God damn. What the
hell are you talking about?
The Giants what?
They were good.
Listen, to be fair, did anyone have the Giants going to the playoffs last year, let alone winning a playoff game?
No. Whoever did, go get your mental health check, okay? What?
But that's what happened, Mike.
No, bro, listen. You guys were booty, okay? There was no hope. You guys, I don't care what your record says. I do not care. Listen. Let me look into the mic. Let me look at me, people, okay? I hope y'all subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, by the way. Listen to me, okay? If you're a Giants fan and you, in your heart of hearts, thought that y'all had a shot last year of winning anything, go get your mental health check. Okay?
When did I say we were going to win the Super Bowl?
No, you said you had the gall, the audacity to sit here and say that y'all were decent.
This motherfucker's see. This is the delusion I'm talking about.
What
delusion? This is the delusion. You are delusional.
I am the most realistic Eagles fan there is. Okay, I hold my team accountable. I call what it is. When everybody was like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts," I'm like, "Whoa, slow down. Let him give us something a little more now." I wasn't like hating on him, but I was like, "Hold up now," because I liked Carson Wentz. Okay, until he started fucking up. I was a huge Carson Wentz fan. That white boy was doing the thing, and then he got hurt, and then there was a wrap. Because can't nobody. It's sad what happened to Carson Wentz, right? It's very sad. He was that dude, and then he got hurt, and he wasn't the same. Okay, so I was a little butthurt about it when Jalen came in. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? Who is this?
I had the vision, by the way, for Jalen.
Did you?
Oh, I sure did.
Long hair don't care hurts.
Hunter did say very early on in the podcast that he was on Jalen Hurts' side from day one.
not
When
me.
all the other
Beginning
fan
of the
base-
2022 season, you can go back and check.
I'm not that dude.
I said that Jalen Hurts was the guy and that he's going to have a good season.
I know.
And what did he do? He led the Eagles to the Super Bowl. What?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you were right because I'm just the kind of dude that I need you to prove it to me. Like, I'm not just going to take nobody's word. Hold on. I got to go get something out of the oven. Wait a minute.
have fun with that. But
So
the fact that
My Eagles
hold on a
fly me.
second. Get the fuck out of here. Go tend your potatoes or some shit.
Jail.
What? Fuck this guy. The gall for him to even say that we weren't even decent. We had a good like it wasn't fantastic. Like I'm looking at it right now. We went 9-7 and 1 tie. 9-7 and 1 is what we were last year. We had we were 5-3 at home and 4-4 away. So it's not like we were terrible. Like we had good games. We had tough matchups that we did pull out against. Most notably, to my memory, was like the Jacksonville game. I don't know why that's the one sticks out to me the most, but it does. But the fact that he's out here, you're out here, Mike, just fucking lying.
Who lying?
Lying. You're lying.
Listen,
You are lying, right?
So let me tell you something. I'm a lot of things, but I ain't no liar. Okay, I'm a lot of things. A liar ain't one of them, sir. That's blasphemous. How dare you? Why am I a liar? Why you call me a liar?
Because the fact that you even... I never said the Giants were fucking fantastic. I never even said they were remotely good. I said they were decent. They
That's
were,
a lie.
That's not a lie.
Up. The fuck?
That's not... So why am I lying then? I don't lie. I don't...
No, first of all, you guys were not good. You were not good. Your record didn't reflect how buns you guys were. Let's be real. Nah. And I said the same thing last year. I said, you guys sitting here hooping and hollering, making all this noise. You guys are not good, and you were not good. And then you went and gave this, you went and gave Daniel Jones all this money for, oh my God.
Now, hold on a second. I did not agree with giving Daniel Jones all that money. I want to make that very clear. And I did say that on this show, or I have said it somewhere. I didn't want them to give him all that money. I would have rather them paid Saquon. I also didn't know that Daniel Jones is going to be fucking hurt for a majority of the season as well, which I live in Spain, but the S is silent. That's
they did beat a 13-4 Vikings team in the playoffs in Minnesota.
Well, the Vikings are terrible. So,
given Sunday, my boy, whatever. Look at us with the one loss we have this season is to the Jets. Any given Sunday, man, whatever. So it happens, Clock. What's the saying? Go clock is right. Broke clock is right twice a day. Some shit like that.
A broke clock is right twice a day. Yes.
Yeah. So, but this, I think anything. The fans from last year were delusional. The Giants fans, they were delusional.
I don't think. I don't believe we were delusional. I think it was the fact that we finally were having a winning season after so long of having awful seasons that we're just like, we're hopeful. If anything, that's what I took out of it. This year is just nothing but optimism is a good word to use.
Well,
nothing but pain. This
is not good for y'all because y'all just turned into I don't know. It's like you motherfuckers are on shrooms and smoking weed, talking out your butthole, man. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? I need to just stop. I don't. Hey, what was the name of that dude whose wife was doing the porn or the only
Joe Smith?
I'm not sure if this is real, but for those who know, who's been listening, Panama Red likes to scroll through TikTok. Okay, it's like my thing. It's like my old man thing, really, I swear. All these old men, they just sit there.
He's got the glasses on and everything. Jesus.
That's me. I like to, not with the glasses on. I'm exaggerating right now, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? Don't even wear it properly. What you doing, boy? What you doing over there? That's me. I like to scroll.
That's going to be Mike 30 years from now.
Oh, 100%. Pervert. I'm going to be an old pervert, bro. 100%. I'm going to be sitting in the park watching the young girls walk by. Like, damn, that girl got a fat butt. Look at her back. Man, when I was 25, I would dick her down and gave her all the meat. But now I can barely walk.
Oh, my God.
My arthritis is kicking in. I got dialysis. You know what I'm saying? So,
I
but
can't move
yeah,
like I used to.
you know, my dick still get hard, but I can't use it, you know, because my hip, I need to get it replaced. So I'm just sitting there looking. Hey, don't look down at my pants, girl. What
Oh
you look?
my god!
Yeah.
And,
What?
My back been hurting since 2023.
yeah, but shit, my back been hurting since 2011. Let me tell you right now.
That's what the army will do to you.
Yeah, just like that. Hey, girl, come here. What you doing? I see you jogging. Let me tell you something. I was in the army. That's now we have this exercise in the army called the bend and stretch. Let me show you how to do it.
Oh my god!
And the real thing is, we do have a ready stretch. We do. You know what I'm saying? The single leg over, that is an actual stretch in the army. Single leg over. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny because when they're doing the exercise, they go start in position, move, ready, stretch. So,
This reminds me of something I wanted to bring up too. But what were you going to say about Joe Smith's wife?
so I saw a video of they have like this, like it looks like this like fake version of Bang Bus, and they had this little short midget looking weird looking motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Me and Dante actually talked about this last week on the show. So we briefly brought it up.
Oh, you saw it? You saw it?
Oh, I saw it. I saw it, yeah, last week. And me and Dante gave our opinions on it. I mean, at this point, she's just being straight up disrespectful to her husband at this point. Like, I was on her side when this whole thing kind of broke out, but now from what Dante told me last week, like she's doing interviews about the situation.
Like,
and she's kind of being a little disrespectful, to be honest.
Little,
I mean,
like
a lot.
I would love rational women to come on the show and just please let me hear you try to justify this, because it doesn't make sense. Because I'm sorry, yo, there's nothing you can tell me that makes that justifiable. And I remember when we were previously talking about, I was like, yeah, they need to communicate and all this other shit. Like, okay, yes, they still do. I'm still on the communication.
I agree with that.
However, if your man isn't cool with something like that and you still choose to do it, that's disrespect, blatant disrespect. Like, come on, bro. You're gonna go and you making movies like with little people, and like shout out to him, good for him, because whatever.
Dude, he's been on those videos like a shit ton though, right?
Yeah, he's been piping down some things. Good for him.
I don't know who the fuck he is and
Neither
what
do
disorder
I.
he's got to look like that,
But me neither. But go for him. I'm not hating. Yeah, bro, getting his little pee-pee wet. Good for him. Good for him. Right. But I just keep it's sad because I keep seeing things on social media about women doing the craziest things, and then we come on here and they say that we're misogynist, and it's like, I'm sorry for wanting something that is not like that. Like, what? I don't want my lady showing her booty and everybody gets to oogle over the goodies and stroke their meat to it and all this other nonsense. I don't want that. But I don't understand how that makes me a misogynist, because I'm not uplifting. Like, and then you see these women, like you seen the what's the name of that podcast that got canceled with the dudes who were just insulting women? Fresh and Fit.
yeah.
Right. And on one of his episodes, he had this single mom that was a millionaire, and she's like, "You went and date a single mom that's a millionaire?" And she said, "No." He said, "No, because I also don't like he doesn't. Nobody likes the way she's earning her money." And she started to cry. And I'm like, listen, lady, I'm sorry. I feel for you. I understand doing what you have to do to survive in this world, right? You got to do what you got to do. However, you got to deal with those consequences too. You got to deal with consequences of your actions. You chose, of all the things you could possibly do, in my opinion, and ladies, y'all can hate me for it. It's not, women showing their bodies is not hard. Men, we're visual creatures. We're going to always look and pay for that. Right? We're going to always look. You walk down the street, you see some booty, you're going to look. We appreciate that. We appreciate art. It's good. As long as we're respectful, I'm going to look. Like, what? But when you put yourself out there like that, especially in the internet is undefeated and you can't delete it once it's out there. Who the hell wants to be with that? See your lady masturbating. Fuck that. You see a lady finger banging herself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your lady doing that out in the open. No, bro. It's weird. We're not misogynists for feeling this way. We just want people to understand, even men, there are consequences to your actions. Somebody take it away.
I see. I have a different perspective on it, considering I do have friends that are in that line of work, and I have people that especially that I met over my time at Exotica a couple weeks ago. Right, one woman I actually interviewed. Her name was Sarah Lynn, and she told me that she was married and she was doing this kind of stuff. And then I asked the question, well, how do you feel about people that come after you about you being married and you're doing all this on the internet? And she said, well, who do you think's recording me?
Yeah.
Who do you think is, after I do all my stuff, we're finishing each other off camera and all that shit. So it's like I see both sides of the argument through different lenses, but
let me provide some clarity, because I don't have a problem with anyone that does that. I don't care, right? But you did mention that she is married, right? And her man there's a difference, because there's always going to be nuance in different situations to things and all that. However, you're a single mom, like, dudes, whether we like it or not, we're going to view women differently that do that. We are. And it's unfortunate, but we do. We can't help it. Subconsciously, we view them differently. Yeah, we may lust after them and want them, and all these beautiful sex workers and that are participating in the adult industry. We all like them and look at them and masturbate to them and all that other good stuff, right? But how many of us are lining up to date them? Lana Rhodes, or was it right? Lana Rhodes or Riley Reid, I don't know, are having fucking breakdowns because they can't find a decent man because of being in the porn industry. Is it fair? No. They made a choice that when they were either young and dumb or because they needed money or whatever it may be. It's not necessarily fair, but it is what it is.
I think that's why, and I've heard this term used a lot, I think that's why they don't go after a lot of civilians, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, even, you know what? Another example I'll use. Lily Jane, a friend of mine who's been on this show. Wonderful. We actually she was a very, very nice woman. She had a similar issue because she was in a relationship up until very recently. And she was telling me, like, her boyfriend was okay with her doing all this stuff a couple months into their relationship. And then, like, I'm not sure how long they were together for, but I think it was a substantial amount of time, either a year or close to a year. Like, they had moved in together and everything. And she was telling me that he just all of a sudden became not cool with it. So, like, he dated her because she was this, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know how it switched. His mindset on that, like, switched like that. So I don't really know. I think it just comes down to whether or not you want to date within the industry or try to find someone outside of it that's understanding. And I think that's why a lot of porn stars marry or date or marry inside the industry, because they're the only people that understand that sort of dynamic. And I could be wrong. I'm sure there's maybe a lot more people that date outside of that industry, but it doesn't seem like a very popular thing to do, judging by what I have seen.
Hoochie, you dating a porn star?
Nope, can't do it, because you got to worry about how people outside of the situation are going to be, like your close friends and family, and then your aunts, your uncles, your cousins. How are they going to view it?
Yeah, of course.
You can lie about that, though, in my opinion. You can kind of lie about shit.
The internet is bro, stop it.
Yeah, you lie about it, and then the one day your uncle's like, yeah, I saw your girlfriend was over getting her back blown out on the bang bus. What's the bang bus? I thought you said that she was a caregiver. Caregiver, all right.
No, I don't know if I would go that extreme of a difference.
A caregiver. Oh, and she giving some care, all right, baby.
Oh, she giving some care, all right.
God damn. Yes. Yes. Hoochie, I fucking love you. God damn it. Yes. God, bro. No. I swear, if we were to like take a survey of it, I wonder, we should take a survey. How many men? Because listen, as a youngin, like when you're in high school in your early 20s, I was like, yeah, I love a porn star, man. Yeah. But who actually, like, now that you're older and you want to establish a family And you have to understand, you having kids with this woman, and your children have to deal with that. Children get bullied over that. Oh, your mom. That's why your mom. Your mama pussy so cheap. Whatever.
Well,
All
not
these.
even that. If they're like, I don't know, like 19 or 20 and they have an OnlyFans, and their younger siblings are going to get bullied for that too.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, man.
I'm pretty sure, now that we're bringing this up, I'm like 90% sure that I've seen stories that people have killed themselves over stuff like that because the harassment is just so much.
First
And
of
it's
all,
unfortunate. It is, but
I want this to be known that bullying is trash. If you're a bully, you're trash. Okay. I've always been very anti-bully. I hate bullies, bro. I hate, like, it's one of those things that I get fired up over because, like, and it's like, for me personally, like, for example, if my son were to get bullied, like, I told his mom, like, listen, because my son, I remember a couple months ago, he came and told me some boy at school hit him. I said, I said, what now? Yeah, and he called them some racist shit. What? I said, hey, you better go to school and handle that. So you better go down there. I'm like, listen to me. If I go down there, if I take my ass 3 hours away where my son is, right? And I go to that school, I want the parents there, I want the director there, and I want every teacher involved there. And I got some fucking questions, right? I told my son, his mom ain't like it, but I don't give a damn. I told my son, I said, let me tell you something. Somebody try to bully you or call you something racist. I said, this is what I want you to do in this order. You tell him to stop. Okay? He doesn't stop, you go tell a teacher. He don't tell a teacher, you get the green light from your father to whoop his ass. Period.
aren't you teaching your kid to fight?
Yes, I am. Yes, the fuck I am. Hell yeah. Every time he come, we throwing hands. Every single time. We wrestle. I put him in little locks and shit and holds that I've learned in the army. Hell yes. Hell yes. I don't listen. If you tell somebody to stop and he doesn't stop, and then you go tell the teacher and the teacher does nothing, what do you expect him to do? Right? And that's not just my kid. That's with anybody's kid. That's with anyone, period.
So how do you feel? So this actually brings up a good question because goes back to a recent news story I was hearing about. There was a kid that was helping someone that was getting bullied, and he got jumped and killed.
Yes.
You heard about that?
I did. And that's let me tell you something. Them little niggas, I hope they rot in jail. Real shit. And I don't give a fuck. For me, see, I know people always like, I saw some dude on TikTok was like, oh, where are the marches, where are the parades and all not the parades, where are his life matter and all the news coverage. I said to the dude, I said, bro, let me explain something to you. We care. This is a fucking tragedy. We care. People who with any goddamn sense and empathy care. Okay. The difference is he didn't die to some police officer who's just getting administrative leave, right? He didn't die that way. And then this guy gets to go off scot-free. These little fuckers were arrested, okay? And in my personal opinion, I don't give a damn if they black. For me, it's not a race fucking thing. For me, it's, yo, you did something wrong. You killed this little young man who was doing the right goddamn thing. All them little niggas deserve to rot in jail, get their little booties blown out for being stupid. Give a fuck. And I'm sorry for being vulgar. I know I've been trying, but that kind of shit, it blows me, bro. Like, what? Y'all gonna kill this young man for defending someone else? Come on, bro. Nah,
I wish I had people to defend my ass when I was in school. I got bullied a little bit when I was in school. No one ever fucking helped my ass
when
out.
they get to jail, Debo need to blow their little backs out. That's what need to happen.
All them don't drop the soap jokes about the come in handy right about now.
He need to meet a 55 brolic old pervert. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I've been in here since 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? You little boys, I'm gonna blow your back out. Come here. What you doing? Let me see your homework. Oh, you in here for killing somebody? Come here, let me kill that booty hole. That's what need to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what need to happen. That's what need to happen. Nah, I'm so serious, bro. I was so aggravated and pissed off. Like, the one thing that this TikToker, he said, is true, we should be outraged at this kind of shit. We should. And we should. Unfortunately, our news media in the United States and pretty much all over the world have fucking agendas. And it's disgusting. Instead of giving us the news as it should be done, they're pushing agendas, creating division, having us argue over nonsense, while the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's terrible. Hey, I'm gonna shut up now because I gotta go check my shit again. I'll be right back.
Go check your shit. But man, I mean, the other thing though about the bullying shit is that it wasn't even a fair fight. Like they jumped him. Hunter, what were the numbers on that? Is there a way you can look up the numbers? It was like 12, 15 to 1.
Said as many as 10 were involved, but it did look like 15. They did charge 18s with murder in that.
Then what about the other two? Why did they charge the other two guys then?
I guess they haven't identified him yet. Assuming so. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how you cannot identify them at this rate, but at this, I mean, now that they're getting charged, I can't imagine anybody's going to come clean either. You know?
No, obviously not. That's not going to be the case. One thing I did note, look up on that, the school where this happened at, in the past, they've been previously sued for ignoring bullying claims in the
Really?
past. Yeah.
You fucking kidding me?
Oh.
So they just kind of let this shit happen.
Pretty much.
See that, man, that's the bullshit I can't stand, man. Because how are kids supposed to fucking trust their teachers and stuff when they're not even going to do anything anyway? Like what did Mike? That's exactly what Mike just said.
It's on the district itself because they don't do anything.
I mean, not that I was really one to go and talk about it with teachers because I was a little bitch back then. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know if any of my teachers, not that they wouldn't have done anything about it, but I can't imagine that their hands would be, not their hands, but I mean, I can't imagine that anything would really get done from my experience. Because, you know, at some point, and you know what, as fucked up as it is that I'm going to say this, and I really hope people don't take this out of context, this is why fucking schools get shut up. Because shit like this goes too far. It's always that one fucking little kid that you teased a little bit too much that develops some fucking problems from it. And then somewhere down the line, that motherfucker gets his daddy's gun, walks in, and you're the first motherfucker on the list that he had in his pocket. It's the truth. I hate to sound fucking morbid and grim about it, but it's the fucking truth.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately, and that's what happens when the school district or the school or teachers, principals, whatever you call it, so what happens when the higher-ups don't do anything, basically, when they just brush it off to the side rather than, okay, let's stop this and hope that this comes to an end. They don't do that.
They don't, and it is a goddamn shame. At least I'm glad that issues like mental health are being taken a little bit more seriously in schools. Granted, this school is a different case that doesn't seem to give a fuck about anybody in it, or this district, I should say. But I'm glad that schools and districts are kind of like starting to take note of it. And granted, they probably should have done it a long time ago when fucking Columbine happened, because God only knows what those little fuckers were thinking back then. But it's like Mike always says, get your mental health checked. You know what? There should be fucking screenings for stuff like that. You know, like there should be like I don't know if there should be like, for certain grades, there should be like screenings of like psychologists checking in on the kids every now and again, make sure they're doing okay. And if issues like bullying are like the reason for some of their issues, and then that could be addressed that way. What do you think?
I agree. Sorry, I was just looking up this Columbine thing again. Because in one of their what's it called? I forget who had it in one of their books, but they had envisions of flying planes into the World Trade Center a few years before 9/11.
One of the kids did that?
Yep.
What the fuck?
I forget if it was Eric or Dylan, one of the two, but someone had visions in their diary or whatever of flying planes into the World Trade Center before 9/11.
He was flying the plane.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucked up. that's just a whole nother level of issues. By the way, Mike, while you were gone, I was making the correlation to bullying leading to mental health, possibly leading to school shootings because of that. Which I don't think the I don't think it's too far fetched, to be honest with you.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think that's why we should be careful what we do and how we treat people, because we never know what someone else is going through. So you should always just display kindness. Just treat others how you want to be treated. And it's such a simple notion. I don't understand why we all can't just adopt that into our personalities. Just be nice.
If it's one thing that we'll ever take from the Bible, especially you, since you're not that much religious anymore, is that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, religion. Oh man, religion's a hard thing for me because it's because of my religious upbringing. It has created a part of who I am, right? However, I can also see I've also seen the dark side of religion. I've seen people trying to be saved and they're shunned from church. Like when I lived in Panama, there was a woman, a woman who was a known prostitute. Okay. And one day she decided she wanted to be saved. And of course, because of her line of work, she didn't have a whole bunch of, appropriate clothing for church, but she wore what she could and she came. And they trashed her. And this woman ended up committing suicide. Right. And it was one of the things that for me was kind of like a turning point. And I was like, that's not the message that he sends. All this hate, like all these Christians around the world that hate and all that's what they put out there. That's not the message that's delivered in the Bible, which is why I also have a hard time with the Bible, because the Bible will tell you to kill somebody. It does. The Bible tells you to accept being a slave. There's some funny business going on in the Bible. And that's the problem. When you have something, you leave it open to interpretation. You leave it open to many people that just, okay, this is what it says. For example, the book of Leviticus, it says that you shouldn't eat pork, you shouldn't eat shrimp. Not in those words exactly, but it tells you this, right? Now, some people, like the Seventh-day Adventists, they stick to that clearly. It also says in Exodus, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. God created the heavens, earth in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested, right? That's what it says in the Bible. But you have people who rest on the Sabbath. You have people who rest on Sundays. You have people who, you can eat shrimp and pork because that's why Jesus died on the cross. The fuck? So we're just leaving it all to interpretation then. Everything, we're just leaving it all to interpretation.
I am never giving up shrimp or pork, so the Bible can go fuck itself.
Well, don't do that. That's blasphemous. But whatever. No, I hear you. And that's my whole problem, because people have committed atrocities in the name of religion, right? And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Islam. Like right now, the thing is to hate on Islam, and Christians be big hating on Islam. And I'm like, bro, first of all, Islam is more peaceful than Christianity. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Okay, I've been really deep diving into like reading the Quran and things like that, because I just find it interesting. And
are you going to turn into a Muslim now?
No. I like bacon. No.
Talking about you Muslim. You still eating pork. You ain't no Muslim.
Yeah, you ain't no. No. I do find the concept of religion interesting. Excuse me, and I do understand that for some people, it can change their lives, right? But to tell me that I need to live in a world that I have to follow your rules because you believe that that's the right way, first of all, we'll never know until we die. We'll never know if he exists. And I saw something, I wish I knew the gentleman's name. He's an atheist. And he said, that he can believe in such a cruel God, knowing that this God had the power to prove that he exists, right? To prove this. And he simply chooses not to. Come on, man.
It sounds more like that sounds more like
I forget
the Jewish religion, though, because they think that their God or their savior hasn't shown up yet.
Form of religion, like, yo, listen, if you believe in a higher being, good for you, bro. If it saves you and it makes you a better person, good for you. But look at what's going on with Israel and everything that's happening. And people are doing all this shit in the name of religion. You know what I'm saying? That's the part of religion I have an issue with. That is the 100%. Things like that. Not specifically Jews, because I don't give a damn. I don't boinked a couple Jewish girls. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But what they're doing in the name of religion is trash. And anyone who disagrees, it's not anti-Semitic to call it out like that either. It's trash, bro.
See, religion and me have a very haven't been friends for quite a few years now. But I often butt heads with my mom about this because she's she's very Catholic, very religious.
Mm-hmm.
She also believes that she has seen Jesus on more than one occasion in very low points of her life.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me these stories, and I it's not that I don't believe her. Like, I want to believe that kind of thing exists,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I'm a very, as you say, I'm like a very visual person. Like, I don't believe a lot of it until I see it. Like, I'm not doubting that it didn't happen to you, but it's perplexing,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Like, it's perplexing how some, specifically Jesus, I guess in this case, using my mom's visions or whatever, out of body experiences, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
How he'll show up for certain people, but then he won't show up for others that say follow him. So I don't know. Like, I don't have any scientific anything to back it up. I'm just going off what my own mother's word. Whether I believe it, whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Hoochie, you rocking with Jesus Christ?
Preach.
He's pausing. He's pausing on that one.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just when you've seen some of the things that it's hard, man. It's hard to turn on the news and see that, especially when you're a parent, right? Being a parent changes I want to believe that a lot of parents, even the ones that you hear making all this goddamn noise about they don't like the trans community and da 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 blah blah blah.
Oh God, here we go. We're gonna get
No.
canceled.
I have nothing against trans people, man, and we're not even going to start with that. But I want to believe that what they're doing is so that their children can have better lives, right? Whether we agree or disagree with them. Now, as a parent, you want to do everything within your power to protect your children. We have been taught through Christianity, Islam, whatever. No, Christian. Let's talk about Christianity specifically because I can't speak on Islam. I'm not well versed in it. We are God's children. Okay. So my kid has free will. Okay. He has the choice to touch a hot stove. He has that choice. But as his parent, I'm going to do everything I can to protect him from touching that. Right. Do whatever I need to do to stop him. If that's not a lesson he needs to learn. Like, I've never delivered like, oh my God, hot stove. You don't need to touch a hot stove to know that you're going to burn yourself. Okay. It's common sense. Okay. But children don't always have that up there yet. Children are stupid, when it comes to that kind of shit. So as a parent, you want to stop them and protect them from that. But why isn't the big man or woman or being upstairs? Why are they not protecting us from this shit? Oh yeah, we're performing miracles. No, bro. I'm not trying to perform a miracle for my son. I'm trying to make sure he's good all the time. If I'm around. Now, this is the all-seeing and all-knowing, not even like us. All-seeing and all-knowing. And he's seeing a lot of this stuff. And just like, you know what?
Here we go again.
Fuck these little niggas up. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to smoke my shit. And you know what? They say that we're created in God's image, where there's some wicked people in this world. So what y'all got to say? I want somebody. I hope we have a Christian listener, come on the show and argue with me, man. I love that. I love to debate theology because I've been force-fed that shit for as long as I can remember. So come and debate with me about theology. We can go verse for verse. I don't care. I don't even own a Bible anymore. The only biblical thing I have is what's tattooed on my arm, and that's Psalm 23.
Which is?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You don't know that?
I know that one. I'm not good with the books and numbers and all that stuff.
That's fine. No, it's okay. But yeah, that's the only anything biblical that I have. That's it.
If I may move topics,
yes,
really quick, because there's one thing I want to touch on before we end the show.
Don't make it a big deal because I think my thing's burning.
Go ahead.
Potatoes.
He smells it. He's like, damn, this shit's burning. I gotta get the fuck out of here really quick. Did you hear about the Diddy situation?
I read up on that.
You did read up on it.
Where I didn't see what happened afterwards, though, but I did see, like, all right, Are we really going after P. Diddy now?
Apparently, so I mean, I don't know where the fuck this came. This came out of like left field, and it was resolved relatively quickly, which is even more telling to say the least. So the singer Cassandra Ventura, who performed under the name Cassie, apparently they were in a relationship on and off for from 2007 to 2018, so a little over 10 years that they had known each other. This is a quote from her. She said, "After years in silence and darkness, I'm finally ready to tell my story and speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. With the expiration of the New York Adult Survivors Act fast approach, oh wow, this is expiring? Oh fuck, what's going to happen there? It becomes clear that this was an opportunity to speak up on the trauma I have experienced that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life." Apparently, the allegations made against P. Diddy or Puff Daddy, or I don't know how many fucking names he's had at this point. He's like John Mellencamp too. Same thing.
The D, the Y, the D, I, the D.
So apparently he raped Ventura and after she tried to leave him. Apparently some physical abuse was also involved. There was also a story, and this is the most bizarre thing out of everything I've read. In 2012, P. Diddy apparently tried to blow up the rapper Kid Cudi's car after finding out he was romantically interested in Cassie. I mean, fuck me. What the fuck is
Sean Combs? What are you doing, my guy?
this motherfucker? Thought he was Suge Knight for a second. Jesus Christ, you're becoming the very thing you hate. Fucking hell, man.
I think that's
And it
weird.
got resolved quickly.
Yeah, apparently so. They settled it out of court. I don't know. I don't see a number in anything.
I
But,
think that's weird. That's weird, bro.
How do you think it's weird?
Because first of all, if to obsess over your woman that much that you would cause that kind of harm to anybody who's trying to associate with her is weird, bro. That's weird. Like, it's good to protect your woman. We're supposed to, as men, we're supposed to protect our women. That's our job. Okay? As men, protect our women in our lives. Sisters, aunts, nieces, moms, all that jazz. That's what we're supposed to do. But to the point, like, hey, I want to be your friend. Like, we're cool, we're working, whatever the fuck it is. Or you said he's romantically fine. You're romantically interested. Hey, relax, that's my lady. You know what I'm saying? Or have her do it, whatever. But to want to, would you say, blow up his car?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you stepped away for a second. That was just probably the tip of the iceberg.
But I've heard about Diddy. I've been
heard about
hearing, yeah. I've been hearing all this nonsense. Listen, first of all, take that. You know, Diddy, whatever, man. Diddy's Diddy, you know, but the extra shit that he's been doing is weird, man. That's weird. Listen, Diddy, from what you hear, Diddy like Diddy like men. Diddy is homo. Yeah. You ain't hear none of that? Oh,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Diddy like men. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of things out there being said about a lot of different people, you know? Whatever.
I mean, me and Dante talked about Will Smith last week. And the shit that's been going on with Will Smith.
Yeah. Will Smith need to go ahead and leave Jada for the streets. You didn't hear about Jada was fucking Mark Anthony? Will walked.
Wait, what?
Yes.
She did what? I didn't hear about this.
Will walked into their house. So Will, damn. See, I need to start getting back on my grind. So listen, I don't know the name of the gentleman. I can't think of what this gentleman was. He is a close friend of Will Smith's, right?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I know about. What
He was saying that Will walked into his home, and Jada was getting blown out by Mark Anthony, and Will allegedly beat her ass. Okay, let me tell you something. Whatever people are into is their business. Okay, I can't fathom anything like that because I'm selfish with my ladies. Like, I want that to be mine. Okay, that's me. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna marry some woman and we go, hey baby, we're gonna be in an open relationship. Theoretically, that sound good, and for people that are into that, you know what? Excuse me, I applaud y'all because y'all better people than me. I could never. But the level of disrespect that Jada has been exhibiting is outrageous.
So then let me ask you this then.
Hit me with it.
Because, and this goes for you as well. So then, like, I guess the idea of the hall pass is definitely a no-go for you either. Because
No.
I've seen that term been thrown around a lot lately too. It's like, oh, would you let your man have a hall pass
No.
if you can get it? And I'm just like, damn. Like
All that, I mean, if people are comfortable and secure enough in their own relationship where they can allow something like that to happen, then to each their own. That's their prerogative. Personally, hell no. You give me a hall pass, that's opening the floodgates. I'm cheating, 100%. And I'm okay with saying that. That is my character flaw. I cannot say no. I can't. You give me a fine woman who's charismatic. She don't even gotta be charismatic. Just be fine. Fuck it. You fine? Like you throwing it? Here you go. Like this. Here you go. Whoop. I'm taking it. 100%. 100%. I can't say no. That's why as I've gotten older, I've realized, okay, I can't beat this with self-control. I can't. So I just have to not put myself in a situation where I have to make a choice. Because if I'm in a situation where I have to make a choice, I'm going to fail every single time.
What about you, Hunter? If you have a hall pass, do you have the willpower?
Absolutely not.
At least you're honest about it.
Hell no.
Hell no. I don't know. I don't know how people. I can't, man. It's the hardest. Like even today, I'm walking. Like I was walking into we were having like a little work event, right? They were having what's the English word for it? Gingerbread evening, right? They have a Lebkuchen is what they call it, and it's Germans. It's okay. I'm trying to just be part of the culture and learn, and I'm trying to team unity, bro.
You're culturally appropriating the German culture. I get it.
First of all, fuck no. Okay, I'm very good with my culture. I'm Panamanian. That's why they call me Panama Red. I'm good with being Panamanian, but no. And I'm in there looking, and there's a couple of we don't work in the same department, so I'm looking. You need the HR people and IT people, and I'm looking like, God damn, look at that motherfucker right there. God, hold up.
Go with the fucking glasses again.
Goddamn, look at that little blonde bitch right there. She got a fat old ass. Oh, I bet she got that grip 3000 on that coochie right there. God damn.
You need to calm down. You're gonna have more kids. You
I
need to
will have
calm
more.
the fuck down.
I will have more. One more.
No, I know you're gonna have one more coming up soon here, but you keep talking like that, you're gonna have fucking 3 or 4 more.
No, I will have one more after this one. One more. That's it. But no, I'm just looking and I'm like,
Farewell, Thor.
like, her booty's so fat. Like if she was to throw it at me, there's no way I could say no.
Self-control, Michael.
I have none when it comes to that. None. Okay? Character flaw. I am real with myself, Matthew. I ain't gonna lie to myself. I know I can't say no. So you know what? I wouldn't even put myself in a position like, hey, you want to go out? We're all going out for a team event. Do you want to come out for drinks? No. Hell
Smart
no.
man. Smart
because
man.
I know me. My ass the charm will turn on. Like, listen, y'all gotta understand something. So the way I feel and think about myself now, first of all, I wasn't always this big, okay? Nigga was, all right? If you check my stats, okay? So, but I'm still charming. I'm still nice. I still know how to talk to a lady, okay? And all that comes out, and everybody knows this. When you get a little alcohol in you, you move different. Everyone knows it. You don't have to be fucking Prince Charming to know that. You move different once you got liquored up. And so,
courage for a reason.
and I'm sorry, but I've done things, I've been places, I've seen things, so there's a lot to talk about. Like I was talking to the CEO today, and he was like, "Oh, where you from? New Jersey?" Oh, then all of a sudden he want to talk to me in English. And all of a sudden, yeah, we're talking about cheesecake and sweets and all this. You know what I'm saying? I got some things to say. So you put these beautiful women around me and some liquor, and we got things to talk about. No, it's trouble. So no, you don't go out for drinks. No, like they're going to this Christmas market in a couple weeks, which for those who don't know, I recommend, hey, listen, if y'all ever want to come to Germany, come during the summer, come right before Christmas, come during the holidays. Christmas market in Germany is the best thing ever. I swear to God.
You were putting it over a lot last year.
I swear to God, it's the best thing ever. Christmarkt is the best thing. Weihnachtsmarkt, Christkindlmarkt. Oh my God! And they're everywhere in every city. It's the best. You drink Glühwein, which is like, I call it warm wine. It's something better than, probably something different than that, but that's what it feels like to me, and it's the best thing ever. It really is. Come to Germany. Don't come to live here because it's very different. Okay, come to visit. Come to visit during the summer when they're wearing less clothes, and the European women are beautiful. They really are. They move different too. When the sun is shining, they're happier. They move different. And then come during the winter in December when the Christmas markets are open. Have some fucking German gingerbread. I don't like it because I don't like sweets, but come have some. Just come have some of the food. Come to where I live in Nürnberg and have a Nürnberger Bratwurst. It's like a hot dog. It's like a sausage. There you go, like a sausage. Come have some. A
So
bratwurst.
you like putting meat in your mouth, right, Mike?
Pause, nigga. What's wrong with you? Jail. What?
Down.
Oh,
What? Yo. Hey, yo. Wait a minute. What? God damn, man. There's all type of disrespect.
Hey, I can dish it out too when I want to.
So you like meat in your mouth? The fuck? Where's Dante when I need him? Goddamn light-skinned motherfucker. Here's another one.
Hey, really quick, you're talking all about this holiday stuff. It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving would have already passed by the time this episode comes out. But what are y'all thankful for this year?
having another year of family again, and for money. I've been hitting recently on my sports bets, so shout out to me and shout out to gambling.
You've been making some bank on those bets.
Yeah.
You got to teach me
Oh,
a
hell
thing
yeah.
or two, man.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah, NBA is the wave. I barely watch it, but for some reason I always seem to hit it. Ridiculous.
Go ahead, bro.
Michael.
Is there a Michael here? Is there a Mike? Hey! Is there a Michael in here?
Don't make me call you by your government, God damn it.
There's Michael in here. No, ain't no Michael here, bro. I don't know who he's talking to, man.
Mike, what do you
Neighbors are
think?
probably going, "Yep, he's at it again."
Yeah. I'm thankful for y'all, right? Because this shit helps when you're going through some stuff. I'm thankful for my little man because I'm telling you, I've never experienced joy like I do with him. I'm thankful for the opportunity to help people and change the world. And I'm thankful. I really am thankful for this. You know, we're up and coming, and we're trying to, do some things and make this into, something that we can do full time professionally. But I'm thankful for the listeners, the few that we have that tune in. Thank y'all, man. Really, I truly mean it. We get on here, we talk a lot of shit, and we joke around, and I like B word, and I go at them. Fuck the Cowboys. But I'm thankful for all of this, man. I'm thankful for life, man. Truly am.
I second that. I'm thankful for y'all too. Y'all have been there for me. The show has been there for me through some very tough times over the course of the last several months. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm still here because, frankly, there was going to be a time that I wasn't going to be, and I will be honest with that. It's funny how, I have met you guys and you gentlemen, Dante included, even though he's not here. You guys have changed my life for the better in a lot of cases. Have made me realize things about myself that I should have addressed much sooner. And you guys have also been there for me when people who I thought would be weren't. So I am thankful for you guys. I mean, I could say the whole thing about the family and all that shit, but that's already there,
That's a given.
That's a given. But I am thankful for what we do on this show. People have said to me that I'm better off being a part of this show than the other one I was a part of. So you guys make my days better when I'm tough on myself. So thank you.
Hey, Show yourself some grace, bro. Real shit.
I'm trying, Mike.
I mean it.
Therapy is teaching me to do that. Don't worry.
No, you can't be too hard. Life's hard enough. Life's hard, man, for everyone. Okay? People, show yourself some grace. Cut yourself some slack. You fall down, it's okay. Stay down there if you need to for a little bit. You can cry if you need to. It's all right. But you also have to have the strength and fortitude to stand the fuck up and keep on keeping on, because nobody ain't going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. All right? I'm done preaching. Hey, man, listen. Go on and take us to church, bro. I got to eat. Take us to church.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out episode 63 of the Bro Migos podcast. We greatly appreciate you being here. Hey, fun fact, there's at least 6 shows called the Bro Migos podcast that are around, that I know of anyway. We're the best. We're the longest running. Those other motherfuckers don't even have 10 episodes to their names. So check us out and subscribe. Leave a rating. 5 stars, will you? We're funny. You can also check us out on Twitter at Bromigos Pod. I'm never calling it X, by the way. It's just stupid. Instagram and Facebook, the Bromigos Pod. TikTok, the Bromigos Podcast. Who wants to talk about the YouTube?
You got it.
Hoochie?
If you subscribe to the YouTube, your wishes will come true, as did mine with Matthew Canada being fired from his position on the Steelers. It is true. We're getting near Christmas. Christmas miracles do happen. Just so happen to have one right before Thanksgiving. So make sure to subscribe and your wishes will come true.
Yeah.
See, Mike, miracles do happen after all.
Except for the Giants.
Fuck off. Anyway, also thank you to Full Swap Radio, syndicating episodes of our show every Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Shout out Cole. We know he loves the show. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. So thank you guys for continuing to support us and what we do.
Word.
We're out.
Peace.
You've been listening to the Bro Migos podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.